Hello there, welcome to Genessis Models. My name is Bob Waldron and welcome to the Genessis Models October 2019 show. We've got loads coming up in the show, but we're just going to jump straight in to competitions. Now, if you remember, in September, our competition was for these lovely Procol decals here. This was of the F16 Zeus demo team. We've got 1/72, 1/48 and 1/32 scale all up for grabs. This was nicely sponsored as well by hobbycolours.com, so thank you for you guys for sending these out to us to give away for our competition. Now, if you remember, because we've got three different sets of decals here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call out the first name, right, and all you got to do is give me an email with your mailing address and pick whichever scale you want. The second person I'll call out, you pick whatever you get to pick whatever's left, and the third one gets whatever's left over. Okay, so first off, I've just written down on my scrap piece of paper because there's a few. Our first winner is Scorebooks 702. So congratulations, you Scorebooks 702. You are a winner and you get to pick any one of these sets of decals. Second up, we have Gold Demon 88. Gold Demon 88. You are a winner of one of these after the first person I've just called out has picked one of them. And then our third winner is Nikos K. You are our final winner, and you will get whatever is left over from our previous two people I've just announced, picking whatever they want. As always, give me an email and give me your mailing address and I'll get these shipped out to you free of charge. Just remember, Scorebook 702, you get to pick whatever you want, and then Gold Demon 88, I'll let you know what's left, and you get to pick whatever is left, and then Nikos K, I'll just send out whatever is left over from their two choices. So that is September 2019's competition. We'll have this month's competition announced later on, but what I'm just going to do is just throw out a bit of news that I want to sort of share with you. It's not exactly, shall we say, the best of news, right? There's been a little bit of a problem, a little bit of a disruption behind the scenes. Now, I don't really want to give this too much airtime, right? Because basically, you know, the internet being the internet, you do get people that kind of troll and sort of abuse the system, and just because they're in front of a computer screen, they seem to feel like they can say and do whatever they like, whereas it'd be a totally different story if it was face to face. And we've had one of these little issues. It's basically due to the YouTube channel. Someone's setting, doing, again, I don't want to give out too much details, but basically it's sort of like bogus claims and stuff, and we're sort of countering all this, and it's all going to go in our favor, because it is just kind of just, you know, petty disruptions to the Genessis Models channel. Basically, because it's kind of, because we have to go through YouTube's automated system, right? You can't, the problem is with YouTube, you can't just kind of like pick up the phone and call someone and explain it. You have to go through their automated process, right? So we've got to wait about 2 weeks for this process that we've got to go through, and then it's all resolved, right? And while we wait for this process to go through, basically, we can't do live sessions, sadly. Again, you know, it's a disruption that, you know, sadly you guys are going to sort of have to put up with, and I'm going to have to put up with, and it's not fair on anyone, and it's all down to this one person being a bit of an idiot. So but we've got to go through this process. I have tried contacting YouTube, but all I get is all this automated rubbish. So we have to kind of go through their red tape to get this resolved. As I say, it's only live sessions that's really a problem, because we have sort of, you know, behind the scenes we've put certain things in place that makes the disruption less, but the live sessions we can't really do much about, sadly to say. So there won't be any live sessions for like a couple of weeks because of it, and as I say, I don't want to go into too much detail because you know, these kind of people, they thrive off the attention because they're all attention seeking. I don't really want to go off and sort of, you know, name names and go into detail because then they get all this airtime here at Genessis Models and all this attention. So if I kind of keep this a bit cryptic in a sense, I mean, if you guys really want to, you know what's going on, you know, feel free, give me an email, give me a PM. I'll just let you know what's happening through those kind of means of communication. If you really want to find out, I'm totally okay with that. But as I say, giving these guys their attention, just you know, it's just what they're after, it's what they thrive on, so it's best I don't kind of go into the detail. But all you got to keep in mind is basically live sessions are not happening for a couple of weeks, and then they'll be back up and everything will be back to normal. So sadly, you know, we've had to sort of bring that up and sort of let you know about this little bit of disruption, but you know, business as usual. So let's jump in and let's sort of let you guys know what builds are going on right now here at Genessis Model. So we have had time for our green putty to nicely dry. It's been over 24 hours, so it's going to be nice and cured, just like I've already mentioned. What we're going to do now is get out some sanding sticks. Got a couple to mess around with here. Now when going out and getting sanding sticks, online hobby shops, pretty much any online hobby shop's going to be selling some sort of sanding sticks. We've got our sort of flat sanding sticks here. They're normally something like, you got a coarse, medium and fine, and then you got like polishing ones. We do have spongy ones as well. These are going to be good because when it comes to any kind of sanding, right, using a flat sanding stick, we're going to be sanding it flat, but we've got curves just here. You can see we've got a curvature going on just there. So coming in with a spongy sanding stick, it's going to sort of go with the curvature. If you sort of look there, it'll sort of conform quite nicely, because if we just use this flat sanding stick, we could potentially turn this into a bit of a flat top and it flattens out and it loses its shapes. So it's basically our end little product there, nicely painted all the way around. Obviously it's going to need more coverage, but we haven't got to worry about painting that in. Now when it comes to our paintbrushes, you know, we've done all this paintbrushing. I do recommend, I mean, there is a product review of this product. It is the Winsor & Newton Series 7 Finest Sable. Really cool brushes, very sort of expensive as well, so it does pay to take care of them. Always I'll recommend some brush cleaner by Masters and Preserver, or even any kind of brush cleaner and preserver, to be fair. And all we've got to do is the other thing you could probably be looking out for is if you spray this down and you're not really getting good coverage, which basically means you may have thinned your paints a little bit too much. So plain and simply, add a bit of paint until you get what looks like to be is going to give you good coverage. Best way to sort of find out is we've got a bit of scrap, well not scrap, but this area here we're not going to see, so you could spray some of this down. Right, starting off with a light sort of misty coat. Right, we always want to start with that light misty coat, because what it does is it allows our paint to stick better to the model, and then we can come along with a sort of a normal coat where we really start to see some paint going down. And the whole idea is when you start seeing it look wet, So there's the latest builds going on right now. So next up, we're going to jump right into this month's competition, October 2019. I did order a load of these kits actually, because I am thinking of building them and giving away as competition, everything. You probably already know of it, but I've ordered it in, and then something got messed up with the whole dispatching and stuff, so it isn't here physically for me to show you, but it is on its way. So I'm just going to throw up a picture just to show you what is this month's competition, and it is Airfix's brand spanking new tool for 2019. It is the Buccaneer S2, I do believe it is. It's 1/72 scale by Airfix, brand spanking new tool. Really excited to check this out. Probably you guys are also excited to check it out. It's one of the first builds I ever did as well. I remember doing the 1/48 scale version by Airfix, a really dog old awful kit, but I remember sort of like really taking my time, getting through all the fit issues, loads of filler, loads of sander, loads of scribing, and it did look pretty cool in the end. So I do quite like this aircraft, so it's quite nice to see this coming out as a brand spanking new tool. So I am excited to see that. So that's this month's competition. When I get it, I'll be doing an inbox review, and depending on how good it looks, I might be doing it as a step-by-step or something in the future, or maybe put it in the live session or something like that. But I've brought a couple of kits so I can do that. So that is this month's competition. Next up, let's take a look at kit release news. Hello there, and welcome to Genessis Models kit release news for October 2019. First up, we have the Sopwith Pup, which is the Gnome. That is by Wingnut Wings in 1/32 scale. It is a whopping £78.99. Next up, we have the Avro Lancaster B Mark III Dam Busters. Now that is by Hong Kong Models, and it is in a whopping 1/32 scale, and it is a whopping £399.99. Next up, we have in 1/48 scale an American P51D Mustang Provipack edition by Edard. That is at £34.99. Edard also is releasing the Makia MiG-23BN limited edition kit. That is 1/48 scale at £72.80. Hobby Boss is releasing a Yak 228p fire bar. That's 1/48 scale at £47.99. And a kit that I've just bought myself is the Blackburn Buccaneer S2C Royal Navy. That's a brand spanking new tool for 2019 by Airfix. It's in 1/72 scale and costs about £24.99. Last on the list is a kit by Revell, which is the Boeing MH-47 Chinook US Army Night Stalkers. That is 1/72 scale at £17.99. So that's it for your kit release news for October 2019. So until next time, I'll catch you later. So there's your kit release news. Just to let you know about a bit more news going on, just remember we've got our group build going on, which is build anything you want. Go check out the Genessis Models forum. On there you can see what everyone else is building, maybe follow along, maybe join in. It does end around about the end of Christmas, so you do still have a couple of months to get in on it, and because you can build anything you want, you could do like a nice little 1/72 scale thing, so you know there is time to build something like that. And as you say, we always give out prizes for that as well, with like trophies and stuff, so please do go check that out. I do believe sadly we have come to the end of the show, but I am going to leave you with all your fantastic work that you guys do on the Genessis Models forum, just to show you what's being built and whatnot by everyone there, and to show off all your work, because I know you guys like to get your models in here on the Genessis Models show. So hopefully you're going to enjoy that. So until next time, my name's Will Waldron, this is Genessis Models, and I'll catch you next time.